How much money do you think it cost?
Okay, hi there. My name's Ron, and I want to introduce you to your name is?
Charles.
Dylan. Hudson.
Okay, they're my grandkids, and I go by Poppa Ron, and I just want to talk about Lincoln toy trucks. Now, the Lincoln trucks were made in Windsor, in Ontario, Canada. Okay, back in they started in, I got some notes here, 1946, and they worked till 1958. And I know that this truck right here, this Lincoln truck right here, if you look at it, I know that this truck here is original, and it's a Lincoln truck, and it's 1959, no, it would be about 1958. And the reason why I know that is I got this for Christmas from Santa Claus, okay, and I was 6 years old at the time, okay, so I would be, who's 6 here? Okay, so I would be the same size as Dylan here, and I had a brother, Paul, who was the same size as Hudson. Okay, and Hudson used to ride in the back of this truck, and I'd push him around when I was a kid. Okay, so this truck is a Lincoln. Now, do you have any questions about this? Anybody? Okay.
How'd you fit Paul in there?
Well, he sat in the back of it right there, and I could take this plow part off, and I'd push him around in it. But I never played with this outside. I always had it inside. All right? Now,
That's really clean.
it's really clean because I took care of my toys. This was the only thing I got for Christmas, well, except for clothes and things like that. But I had always was allowed one toy from Santa, and that's what I got.
How you got the rest of these?
Well, I'll tell you about that in a minute. But this here is all solid steel, and it's made in Canada. Okay? Where do your toys, they're not made in Canada now, are they?
Made in China.
Made in China. But anyways, this, as says on it, if you look on the side of it, which is kind of a coincidence, Department of Highways, okay? And where did Papa work for 30 some years? Ministry of Transportation, which is the same as the Department of Highways, so that's quite a coincidence. Now, I'm going to tell you about...
It says on that one too.
What does it say?
It says on that one.
Yeah, we'll get to this one. This is another one. Now, this is the collection that I collected over 50 years, okay? And I have other toys, and I'll tell you about them later in another film. But this one here I got because I liked it, because it was the same as this one, and it says Department of Highways on it. Are you guys allowed to play with these things?
No.
Why is that?
Because they're yours and they're really old.
They're really old, yeah. Okay, so
And
that...
one time me and Judd played with them, right?
Well, no, you can look at them, but you really can't play with them. They're just for display because they're so old and they're brittle and they'll scratch up, and that's what happened. Yeah. Now I want to tell you a little bit more here. When I said 1946, it was Lincoln Specialties, based in Windsor, and it was Windsor Steel. And at the time, steel was scarce, so they had trouble making these because of the war. Okay, so they had to they couldn't make as many of them. And anyways, 1946 would be this one right here. I know this is in 1946. This is when they first started with the Lincoln truck. And the reason why I know that is the fenders. If you look at this one, the fenders are big on it. And these ones have open fenders. Later on, they decided to make them open fenders. But this is an old one, and it's the oldest truck, one of the oldest trucks I have. All right. Now this truck right here, if you look at this truck, this is kind of neat. I got this on the internet, and the fellow that had it is the same age as me. I'm 68, and he was 68, and he got that when he was a kid. Okay, and this is a Lincoln tow truck.
Yeah.
Okay, see, look at it. Okay, now all these trucks here have not been restored. They're all the original paint on them. Every one of them is all original. Okay, and now you guys want to talk to me about any of this stuff?
I have a question.
Sure.
How much does cost, like, adding up?
Okay, how much do they cost? Well, it's really hard for me to remember because I bought them a long time ago. But I can tell you this one right here. This one was about $4.
How much is it worth now?
I'm going to estimate. It's hard to say, but it's probably worth about $600 or $700. Okay. Yeah, it's if you look on the internet, you'll see the prices. Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
Because they're really old.
because they're really old, anything gets old and it's kept in good shape. This one here, you can push it up in the air. It will dump, okay?
Really cool.
But the kids, my brother, he had them and he didn't keep them. He filled them up with sand and things like that and left them outside, where I was kind of different.
You kind of make it like safe and not break them, not like make it dirty and stuff.
Yeah, that's right. And that's what you should do with your toys, too. You kind of save them. Hey, Hudson?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Now, this one here was another interesting one I got. Lincoln, not only did Lincoln make trucks, they made a road grader. And this is a Lincoln, as you can see on the side of it.
In the front.
And it says, does it say on the front, Charles?
Yeah.
Right there on the front.
And a question.
Yeah, okay.
That's my favorite one.
Is this your favorite one? This is a grader. And if you can turn it, you see how the steering turns on it? Turn the steering on it. See? Yeah, you can turn it. Go ahead. It's your one time that you can actually play with these a little bit.
Forever?
Yeah, and then on. Yeah.
Them have to fit out of bag?
Well, he sits inside, but it's a toy, eh? So this here, this plow, I think, yeah, it moves
I
too.
have a question.
Right.
What is the oldest one on here?
Well, the oldest, I have older toys, which I'm going to get into a video again after this on older toys that I have, but I just got the toy trucks. Again, this is the oldest one here. This is probably 1948. Okay, so it's even older than I am. And it dumps and everything.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's original paint. Now, I'm going to talk about a couple more. Now, this one right here, this is probably the nicest one. I've never seen another one in all the time I've been collecting them. This is a toy car carrier, and I've never seen another one. You see, occasionally you see the odd one or two, but I got this in an auction. And the reason why, there were boys that played with these, and these are toy Lincoln cars. Okay, take a look. And if you push on these, you'll cave the roof in on them. That was kind of a defect with them. They were quite flimsy. So this is a holy grail. That's what I was trying to think of. This is the holy grail. This one.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What is your favorite one on here?
Well, my favorite one. That's a tough one. Probably my favorite one's the one I had when I was a kid. This one, but because it's got the sentimental value to it.
My favorite one is like this because it made me open like that. I feel like one of those cars in there.
Yeah.
Does the back open around?
Yeah, I'll get to that one too. But I guess my next favorite one would actually be this Lincoln. When I was at the auction, I couldn't believe it when I saw it.
Yeah, I like
Because I've seen pictures of them, and I've never seen one in real life. And to see something like that.
I
Now
like
this
that
this is
and
another one here. This is another car carrier, but I just don't have the cars. And I've been collecting for, well, again, 60 years, and I can't get the cars for this. I've been looking and looking, and I can't get them.
Are you still looking?
Oh yeah, I'm always looking. You see that right like that? If I could get cars for it, but you see this one here is even in nicer shape. If you look really close, you'll see there's no scratches on it. It's never really been played with.
It's dusty though.
It's a little dusty, where this one's been played with a bit.
What played with?
You can tell.
What's the newest one?
Well, they're all about the same year. These are around 1958. 1958.
What is like
What's the last
the
one?
expensive car in the real life?
Oh, I don't know that, Hudson. Anyways, the last one I've got, well, I've got other video. I'm going to do another video on other cars. There's actually an American, they were made in the States. They were like this, and they They're called Marx.
Where you got
And I'll
these
do
from?
a video on them too.
Where you got this?
Okay, Charles?
Where you got all these?
But anyways, I want to talk about this one right here. This one here, I'll just take it off here.
What about the back?
This is called a Lincoln Van Lines, and it's got all the cities. Can you read them off, Charles? Can you read those cities off?
Halifax, Montreal,
Yep.
Montreal,
Yep.
Toronto, Winnipeg, Calgary, St. John, Ottawa, Windsor, Riga,
Regina.
Regina, and Vancouver.
And you notice that they're all Canadian cities. Okay, so that's kind of nice. It's all, you know, it's all Canadian. And you got down here, right on the tires. What does that say right there?
Made in Canada.
Made in Canada.
Is everyone?
And it says, oh, they all say, all the tires will say that on them.
Even these ones?
Yep. Take the tire out and show it there.
This one even not say Canada.
Yeah, it does on the tires.
Yeah. So it's nice to see something that
This one does.
you have that's made in Canada. Anyways, let's put
I
that
want
back
to see
on.
the bag open.
Oh, okay. I forgot about that. You're right. There's a back part on this.
Yeah, I love.
You just open this up.
Did you put anything in there when you were
Well,
making?
no. I don't put this thing. It's all dusty. But anyways, if you look inside, you'll.
There's a lot of dust in there as well.
Oh yeah, they
I
get
can
dusty. I
touch-
try to keep them
I
clean.
can touch the dust.
Okay, what?
With the mini tires on that one.
This one?
I can,
The little mini tires?
can
Well, I'll
touch
tell
the
you what.
dust.
That's a good question, Hudson. Let me close this up, and I'll tell you. This is just like a real transport, okay, Hudson?
Papa, I have a
No,
question.
I'm going to answer Hudson's question first. And if you look, you see the little mini tires on here. Well, when it doesn't have the tractor or the truck, the tractor we call it, on, the trailer will stay standing up.
But if you put them down, it would just fall over.
Yeah. You see Hudson? Look what down there in there. Can you get that on the picture? You see the way that sits down? So they did that. And then when you hook it back up, look at Hudson. See the way the tires go back up and down?
Mhm.
So that when you hook it up to the truck,
You put the tires up.
we call these tractors, okay? Tractor trailer, all right? So then you can put the tractor up. Now, I don't know what else to say about them other than I'm pretty proud of
Did
them.
you play with this one every single day?
I played with this a lot because this
Papa,
was
I have
really
a
one of my only toys I had. I had a lot of
question.
toys and I was
I
treated
have a
nice.
question, Papa.
Okay.
Where's the last one you had? Like,
The last one that I bought,
Mhm.
I think it might have been. I can't remember. I think it was this one right here. And all these ones when they come up on the internet, I got them at auctions with
looks
the
like,
internet.
It looks like that one because it looks like brand new.
This one right here?
Uh,
Well, no, that's the first one. That's what started the whole thing. Okay, so I played with this a lot, but I tried not to, throw it on the ground or smash it into other trucks and stuff like that. I had other toys to play with, but this was the one I liked.
And that's the oldest one.
No, again, this is the oldest one, but I bought that afterwards. This is the one I've had the longest. It's not the oldest, but it's the one I've had the longest. And you see that when they made them, they made different colors. This is the example of it. As we said, this is virtually the same truck,
Different color.
but the front is yellow, and then and the
Papa,
back.
I know what
They make it different colors.
I know what the
Yeah,
biggest
they made
one
different
is.
colors.
I know what the biggest one is.
Which,
It's out the trailers. It's
The
that
trailer's
one.
this one.
yeah.
No, biggest one is this trailer. No,
The biggest one might have been the trailer. But people collect different things, and this is what I like to collect. Now you see there's a little, when the driver gets out of the truck, you see the little latch right here? You can pretend you were the driver. I'll try to show it to you. But the driver would get out, and he'd lift it up. Okay, and then it'd dump. And then I put a string on this. There's a little hole in it here, and a little hole there, and I'd pull that, and the driver could pull it, and they dump his gravel or sand or whatever else they have.
Where do you connect this string?
I just have it connected right there, and then you can pull it. Now another thing is this one here. You could take your sand and dump it into it too. Pretty neat, eh?
Same with that one?
Yeah, that's the same thing. Yeah, isn't that cool?
Where's the one?
What's that?
Where's the first one you ever like? Where's the first of these cars you like?
That I got, or
No,
after
like-
this one?
No, like what you like any cars.
Well, the one I like them all, but this one I like, and I like that one over there because
That's like
I want you boys to do, if you could, is go on the internet, okay? And you know how to do that, and you look up Lincoln Auto Transport. Can you show a close up of that on the door here?
and then we can buy it.
Well, you don't know whether you can buy it, Lincoln,
buy that.
but see if you can find those cars on the internet. It'll give you something to do. Okay?
For fit on nail.
Yeah. Now, let's see if I got anything more than those. The Windsor Steel and Elwood Toys, they were together and they went out of business in the late 50s, which is true.
Papa,
Then they started another company, Little Beaver.
Papa, where's your not bestest car? What's your least favorite car?
Oh, I like them all. I can't say that there's least favorites.
Papa,
Yeah.
Where is the biggest trailer? It's that one.
Yeah, it would be that one.
No,
yeah,
it's
sure.
gonna be this one. No, that's gonna be like the
But
fattest.
it's if you know, now I know Lincoln, as I said, Lincoln went out of business, right? But they started another company up, and I'm going to talk about those trucks, Little Beavers. No, there'll be another video, and they've got the maple leaf on them, and the Little Beaver is a beaver, which is signed in Canada too. So they were made in Canada too. Okay. And then I have Marx toys. I have a lot of trucks, and I'm going to go through another video
A dad named what?
another day. What's that?
A dad named what?
Sorry, what, Dylan?
A dad named Mark.
Yeah.
Dad's name's Mark.
Oh, your dad's name's Mark. Yeah. Well, this is called Marx, M-A-R-X. Okay. But that we're going to talk about that in another video. You guys got any more questions before I wrap it up?
No.
What do you got to say?
That's
Oh, that's dusty.
I
I
have
know.
one more
should clean them.
question.
Yeah.
What is the one you never play the most?
Well, I played with them all. But I didn't play with these because I'm an adult now. I just collect them. Anyways, that's all about Lincoln Toy Trucks.
I have another question.
Well, let's get going then.
You gonna get another one of these?
Oh, if I can get another one, I will. I'll get some more. Okay? That's all about Lincoln Trucks. And guys say goodbye.
Bye.
And I hope you liked the video.
Bye. See you.
In the next one.
See you in the next one.
See you.